morning, and I'm talking about the difference, good and bad, between Brazil and Portugal, from my point of view. The first thing is, the safety. We have the tranquility in walking through the street. We can walk with our cell phones in our hands, and we won't be afraid. We can be able to forget the open car eventually. I have been done this many times.
Me too.
And forget the open car. And we can be able even to leave the key outside the door where we live. Sometimes the door didn't open outside, so we put the key outside the door while the kids are joking. So when we get into house, the key is over there outside of the door, and nobody gets there.
Are we open for questions? Are we open for questions already?
Any questions? No. Good.
Yes. I would like to know that it's. Is it so safe all over Portugal, or just here?
I'm talking about here, where I live. I don't know the other place.
What about Lisbon? Does anybody have something to add about the other areas in Portugal?
I believe in big cities, we have big city problems.
Yeah.
When I went to Lisbon or all the big cities here in Europe, like Paris, like Rome, we are able to see the same problems that we find in Lisbon, that we find in Rome or Italy or Paris or São Paulo. It's almost the same problem. The traffic, the safety is not the same.
Okay. Good.
I'm talking about where I live because I don't know the other.
Yeah, here is very safe.
Yeah.
I can say that.
The other thing is the education, the quality of the teaching in public schools. I think that compared to Brazil, they are more advanced. The school structure, even the building, it's too different than the public schools in Brazil. The examples this year, the Ministry of Education provided computers and internet modems for most of the students, since the first degree to the 12th degrees. So my kids, all of them have a notebook at home. All of
Provided
them
by
have
school. Is it lent or given?
Lent.
Lent, right? Okay.
The girls until the 4th degrees and the boy until the 12th. So he will take the notebook while 3 years, and the girls more than 2 years.
Amazing.
So who started the first years is the first to the 4th years of the school. So the cycle.
All over Portugal, like
All of Portugal, I think so.
Yeah.
All of Portugal.
amazing.
One thing that I don't like.
Did you get one?
No, I didn't because I am in university.
Is university.
University.
No.
But like
University.
my brothers get
Your brother got it?
got it. Yes,
Mateus.
Mateus and Lucas.
Oh, I forgot to call him yesterday. Okay.
And one thing that I have a problem here is that the English teachers does not speak English correctly.
Give us examples.
The big problem is the age that they don't speak in the words like happy, it's not happy, it's happy. Hotmail is not Hotmail, it's Hotmail.
Hyundai.
Oh my gosh.
Hyundai is Hyundai?
Hyundai, yes, of course. So it's make me crazy.
What about hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Where did it come from?
Ow.
Because of the Portuguese, some of the
Yes.
Portuguese in we don't pronounce the
They
in
don't
the beginning
pronounce
of
the
They never pronounce the
They never
H in
pronounce
Portuguese language here in
So,
Portugal. Wow.
how are you doing? It's how are you doing? Imagine this.
Change the word.
So, this is one thing that I don't like, but the general
It's
thing that
much better.
But
Yeah.
just to add, even with this problem, I believe the English education here in public schools are much better than
Oh,
Brazil.
of
Because
course.
here,
Oh, yeah.
everyone here
Talk. Speak
we
English.
speaking English with these pronouns problems, but everyone here pronounces.
Yes,
Everyone
yes.
here is able to take a conversation with a native person.
Yes,
In
yes.
Brazil, they only learn verb to be every single year.
Yeah.
Nobody learns it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's learn verb to be.
I have
Yes.
a little question.
Yeah.
The internet mode is only for for the school or for
No, he can use the internet modem in the notebook, do whatever they want. When he gave back to the school, he had to clean the memory and turn back.
But if the students like to see movies, is possible?
I don't know, because my kids doesn't use this modem because they use Wi-Fi at home.
Yeah.
But they only that I know, they only do use the computer to classes to make it. Yes.
I have a question. When you say they provide modems, do they provide a device, or it's just signal, or right the device
Yeah,
that is a
it's a
chip inside,
Yeah.
and then
Is a chip.
is there a limit? For
I
example,
don't
gigabytes
know.
or
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my
2
question.
gigabytes.
Yeah.
2 gigabytes.
2 gigabytes, gigabytes,
Gigabytes.
or gigs. They also say gigs in English. Yeah, you can say 2
Yes.
gigs.
This is my question. If
Okay.
it is limit for the
Okay. Maybe.
2 gigs. Is it enough to study and to?
only studies possible is
Yeah, but never to watch movies or go
Yeah, maybe
you know,
no.
Facebook. Or,
But in the past, we used to watch videos in our computers. I used to do this in the past, but nowadays we have Netflix,
yeah,
we have Disney Plus, all this in the TV. It's not necessary to use
yeah, it's true.
watching videos in the computer.
It's true. So they use it only to.
no. I think because the students don't have internet in home, like this situation,
Possible.
and the student is curious to explore
Yeah.
the internet, and they use all gigadata of the school.
Maybe. Curiosity to know.
In your case,
They use the
Wi-Fi
Yeah,
of
yeah.
your home.
The
Okay.
chip is.
The chip is in the notebook or in the device apart?
In the device.
Device support. Device, né?
In the device.
Device?
Because
Okay.
they are guardados.
Okay.
Kept.
Thank you.
The third thing is the health. The quality public hospital care, I think, is pretty
Yeah.
good. I used it. I made a surgery here, and it was well done. My kid made the surgery here too. Had the surgery here too, and was first class.
For me too. I have nothing to say against it. It's perfect. Perfect.
But one bad thing that I think, that's the delay in appointing a specialist doctor. When you go to the family doctor, they need another kind of specialist, and so we have to wait so many months.
It's true.
Many
It's
months.
true. For example, this is one of the complaints in the United States. They call this socialized medicine. Why socialized? Because you have to follow certain paths, until you get to the doctor you want. So, for example, you want to go to a specialist, but first you have to go through a family doctor. If you want an MRI or a CAT scan, you first have to go through an X-ray. So they have steps, and they don't like it, but it's very good. Another point that happens in the United States is that they think that socialized medicine would compete against the private hospitals and everything, which I don't believe it's gonna happen. It doesn't happen in Brazil. It doesn't happen here. You can have a public hospital, public medicine, doctors, and the private ones, and you choose. That's the only option. That's the only possibility. The good stuff here is that also it's cheaper than Brazil. For example, if you go to a specialist here, charges like 50 euro. But in Brazil, specialist, good one could cost 2,000.
Yeah.
But 50 euros if you have a plan, no?
Yeah, you have to have an insurance, but insurance plans here are so cheap.
Yeah.
They're like sometimes 8 euro per month or something. They're very,
Yeah,
very,
it's-
very cheap. Very, very cheap.
For
Medicaid or
But you have
Medicare.
some exams that you have to do, like I took my kids to the specialist apartment, and she made him to do some exams, and she told me, "Hey, mom, if you can try to talk to the family doctor, because this kind of exams in the private is a kind of 300
Wow.
euros." So I went to the
The doctor,
yes, please, and he
he gave you.
Yes, he
Good.
gave me, and he made the exams, because it's so expensive. Even if you have a plan, an insurance like this.
Wow, that's good. That's good. How much do you have to pay for an emergency consultation in a public hospital in Portugal?
For the kids, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, and
For
for you?
us, I think it's 18 or 25. I don't know exactly if it's 18 or 25.
18.
It's 18.
18, yeah. But I
25 is in the
yeah.
Misericórdia.
I don't know why, but I'm waived. Since January, I became waived. I pay nothing.
Wait, because they sent for me, I went to the hospital and I didn't pay anything, but then I received at home a
Really?
letter
Because-
to pay.
Because but then I asked my family doctor, why am I waived? Because it's written there. He said, he went to the system, since January you are waived, you pay nothing.
Okay,
I said,
good.
okay.
I receive SMS.
SMS?
Yes.
With a
I
charge?
received
A charge,
I
really?
received it by the,
From the hospital
Yeah.
by letter? Pay this or
If
Yeah.
you donate
blood?
blood, you don't pay anything
Really?
when you need to go to the hospital.
I can't donate blood anymore, I guess, because when I was in hospital, because of H1N1, they ran so many blood tests that they found out that I had hepatitis B. I never knew it,
But
you know.
you
When you
use
have
it-
hepatitis, you cannot donate your blood anymore. So
you use it to
Anymore?
donate?
what?
Do you use it to donate?
If I used?
No. Do you use it to donate blood?
No, never donate blood in my life. But I never used the drugs as well. But so how I got this, I asked the doctor. He said, "Well, this is usually transmitted by blood to blood." So then I remembered I took a blood test in 2008. I had nothing. I had no hepatitis. And then in 2019, I had hepatitis. So in a 11-year window, I had hepatitis. How? Then I remembered a surgery that I had in my jaw, when a great, fantastic dentist, he had to take off one of my teeth here, the last one, the wisdom teeth, and he broke my jaw. He broke my jaw, and I had to have this surgery, and I lost blood and everything. So my brother said that it's possible that because many dentists, they don't sterilize well, they keep the equipments. So I must have gotten the hepatitis from there. Can you imagine? I didn't feel a thing at the time because I had the anesthesia and everything, but later, it's crazy.
And the transport, I think that for those who are in the center of Braga, have varieties of bus, train, and Uber.
Mm-hmm.
But we that live in the abroad Braga, the villages like me, we don't have this kind of transport. We don't have transport.
I have a complaint about transport in Portugal. That I live almost in the center, very very near from center, Braga center, and I have all the kinds of transportation there.
Yeah.
But for instance, if I need to take a bus to a specific place, this bus takes an hour to pass again. So one kind of bus has sometimes, if you lose this bus, you have to wait 1 hour to take another bus.
Really?
Yes.
Very limited.
Yes. Where I live, I have bus to everywhere because I live very near
But
from the
when
center.
you live in the center of
Yeah.
Braga, if you have to go just far away,
Impossible.
it's impossible.
Today I live 20 meters far from the train station. So in train station I have bus to everywhere. But if I want to go to a specific place, I have to look for the time of the bus in Google because they have 1 hour to pass again.
Is there transportation to where you live?
It's so bad. Have time, exactly time.
It's like here.
On Sunday, only three times on Sunday, in the morning, and the beginning of the afternoon, and the end of the afternoon.
So it's very poor transportation.
Yes.
What about where you live? Because you don't live, you
Very
hide. Yeah? She hides, yeah? Is there a bus there? One bus.
And the bus from where I live just go to the
Like an avenue nearby?
no, just the
Okay, the bus
central.
station.
Yes,
Bus
the bus
station.
station.
Only
Yes.
that, then you have to walk.
Yes, yes.
It's like here.
Yeah.
It's like here.
Just I think that who lived in Braga need to move in Braga, okay. But
Only
if you
there, yeah?
want, only there, but if you want to go
But
just far,
but even there, you have to wait a lot for transportation.
I was told when I was in Brazil that transportation is Braga is terrible. Like in Porto is much better. They have subway, yeah. But I don't know buses, yeah.
Yeah.
But at least they have subway trains. And
When I arrived here, I was decided to not bought a car. I was decided I go to live in Europe. I want to go.
everybody thinks this, yeah.
I want to use the public transportation.
First world, yeah.
Or bicycle or something like that.
It's a dream.
Did you think that too? Everybody thought that.
Everybody.
Yes, but I didn't realize that it's not the whole Europe is like that. You have some specific place in Europe that you have these conditions to you live without a car.
Yeah.
Here in Portugal,
It's impossible.
even in the big cities like Lisbon or Porto,
It's horrible, huh?
it's horrible because you don't have if you have to take a bus in Lisbon, it's good. They have a lot of kind of bus and they pass with more times, but we have a lot of traffic. You have a subway. No, the subway don't go to everywhere. So you have to take a bus sometime. I believe the best place, for instance, to use the subway is like London, because it's the biggest subway in the world. It's very complicated, but it's the biggest in the world. You go to everywhere in London, use the subway.
Like New York.
Everywhere.
New York, you don't need a car.
Yeah, New York.
You have the subway.
Paris, you go in Paris, you can go to everywhere by subway. Because traffic in Paris is horrible.
Really?
Yes.
It's
Yes, why
worse.
not?
It's worse than São Paulo.
In Paris, really? Worse than in São Paulo?
Paris traffic is the worst.
I didn't have any idea about that.
Yes, if you go to Paris, don't rent a car. Use the subway. Don't take a taxi or Uber. Don't go.
Go by subway.
Yes, always subway.
Walking.
Walk,
It's
yeah.
good to walk.
If you don't go walking 15 kilometers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's totally true.
For work, it's difficult to really.
Yeah. I don't know if Paris also is safe nowadays. I don't know. People tell me that it's changed a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I've never
They
been
have
there.
a lot of, I just say,
Pickpockets.
pickpockets.
Pickpockets, lots
Yeah.
of.
A lot of
Have outdoors, have
messages.
Pickpockets, be careful. Really?
Yes.
But near from the landmarks.
So near landmarks like Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower,
Yeah.
like
Louvre.
Louvre, yes.
They know where the tourists are. Huh?
Yes. I always use I always wear a pochette in English.
Okay, like I have no idea, but I never said a word of like a belt with my money hidden is better, right? This word I have no idea. I never said that before.
And the last thing that I'm talking about the quality of life. We have here in Portugal, I think that we have a purchasing power for food and travel.
It's true.
This is true, but here we don't have the best salary in the, yes.
I think the biggest problem is the salary. Yeah, here
Yes.
like
Yeah.
665. Yeah, or 635. I don't know. It's with the rent, it's impossible. So, for example, I heard some salaries here. When for bank manager, for example, he makes just a little bit more, some 100 euros or 200, 300 euros more than the minimum wage. So it's complicated. Some other jobs makes more, they give more, you make more money, but it's always they use the minimum wage as it's like a compass for them. Yeah, they measure by that.
I think that's a big problem because the youngest guy who makes the university, they when finish the university, go away, go abroad.
So
Leave Portugal.
so it's gonna be always a country of old people. Yeah.
Yeah.
If the foreigners don't come, it's gonna be always old people. Yeah, because they go away.
That's the why they need immigrants here. They need immigrants here.
Otherwise,
I think that Portugal have the how can I say mão de obra,
work power.
work power cheaper because the UK and Belgium and France came here to bring Portuguese and the other nationality legal here to go to these countries because in that countries they don't find who works by that
I figured that.
salary.
I was wondering. I figured that because work in Germany. I see many articles, work in Belgium, work in there. I said, why don't they just hire people from there?
Because the salary
salary, yeah, it's gonna be higher.
for them it's too cheaper. And for Portuguese, it's a good salary.
So they
So
go.
they come here to take their, like this, unfortunately. So, there is.
Clap your hands for her, but don't leave.